Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the world. I love that intro. It was deliberately done that way, by the way. So it was like, oh, building, stop. And it was deliberately done that way. So if you think, oh, it's gone off, no, it was made that way. Julia Evans, wow, straight in the door. Welcome to the show, my darling. I hope you're well. Here we are Monday night, so it's Ghost 22s, and tonight we have a bit of a show lined up for you involving both scary videos that I've managed to allocate, shall we say, on the internet, but more importantly, I have a video of that I actually did in a hotel. Yeah, one of the third most haunted place in Britain in Macclesfield in well, I think it's Yorkshire, North Yorkshire area. Anyway, let's say hi. Wow, the room is filling up. Lynn's joined us. Maria, hello, my darling Maria. Welcome to the show. Good to see you here. Angela Barson, Angie, welcome to the show. As always, good to see you guys, and so good to see that the new chat room in the new Facebook page that you guys. I'm so glad we've done it private. That means it won't get um, sort of inundated with scammers and so on, stuff like that. So it's looking fantastic, and at the end of the day, I can't wait. Lisa, wow, my gosh, some of the great names that I haven't seen for ages. Welcome to the show. Hi, Paul. Just at work, just wanted to take a sneak peek. And since things are slow at the moment, Lisa, fantastic. Don't forget, the show is recorded and you can watch it directly afterwards. I'm going to be putting up a link to one of the paranormal events that I did a little while back in a place here in the UK, and is renowned as the third most haunted pub in the whole of the UK. And I'll tell you a little bit about what happened that night as well as we get round to it. I miss hearing your voice. Oh my God, that's so kind. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I miss seeing you guys. I haven't seen you guys for ages, and I'm so glad that you're back. And of course, I will be back with my show live on Thursday night where I do the reads. So come and join me here on Thursday night, again, 8 p.m. our time. I'm not sure what time of the day it is for you, but 8 p.m. our time. Dawn Hatton's in the house. Do you know what? I haven't seen Dawn for, oh gosh, 2 weeks now. A week even maybe. I'm going to see her tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. That will be filmed, and if I can get it, all the recordings in tomorrow night, although it is kind of a recce, but we'll see how it plays out. And also, it will be weather permitted, of course, as well. Now, I put a list up on not only on the Facebook page, but on the Paraghost page. I was about to say, yes, Paraghost page, I guess, of the rules of the paranormal investigations, and it is number one priority is safety. That's not up for discussion. It's the number one priority is safety. Okay. So let's have a look. Good evening, Julie Sharp. Welcome to the show, my darling. Jackie, welcome to the show, my love. Always brilliant to see you. Things are at 3 p.m. in Michigan. I do hope you guys are all safe. I've been watching the aftermath of those tornadoes that ripped through the southern states of the United States, Florida and, Alabama and all those other places. I'm a big aviation buff, and I watch a lovely gentleman called Jimmy's World, and he does a lot. He flies a lot of relief stuff to people that have got not just Jimmy, but quite a few private pilots are out there. They're putting themselves at risk to get supplies to people who've been cut off, and it's just an amazing thing to watch, because that's humanity in action. I love that stuff. I absolutely love it, because this world is so focused on devastation and war that they seem to just forget about the real humanity that's still out there. Anyway, the next round is about to hit, says Maria. Well, please, please, please batten down the hatches, go down in the storm cellars, wherever it is, and just stay safe. Florida, my boss is stuck in traffic trying to get back to Michigan. This is where, aviation comes into play. If you've got access to a helicopter or an airplane, um, it's oddly enough, even though the winds are good, a bit high, it's safer to be up there than down here. You don't have to worry about other drivers, other things on the road, and falling trees. Just worry about falling airplanes, but that rarely happens. Anyway, so to all of our friends and fans and families in the United States, please, 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 please go past what's needed to take care. All right, go right over the top. Flights were cancelled. That makes absolute sense. Safety again. The FAA obviously get involved and said, "Nah, these winds are too high, even for big airplanes." Truro is flooded right now. It rained most of the day. Nothing like America, but it's hey, listen, it makes me giggle. Here in the UK, we have half a day of snowfall, and the entire country comes to a standstill. They have no idea. I mean, where I used to live in Ireland, we would get 2 to 3 feet of snow, and we would just carry on our daily routines. In America, it's 6 to 10 feet of snow, and they carry on their daily routines. We have a bit of a rainfall. Oh my God, we got to stop. Anyway, moving on. Tanya, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Wonderful. And Amanda's in the house too. Hello, Amanda. Angie Barrison, most of Newquay's. Well, actually, my girls have just come back. Literally, Maya, not as you know, Maya is normally with me, but she's literally just walked in the door. She was in Truro, so they came back by the bus. So it seems the public services are working. So let's fingers crossed for tomorrow. The funny thing about today is the day was stunning. In fact, I was in t-shirt and shorts for the most part of the day, and it was just late afternoon that I decided weather's coming in again. But let's see how tomorrow goes. Fingers crossed. We'll be able to. I have no idea where we're going, by the way. So the team weren't telling me. So we'll turn up and we'll look at the situation. We'll do a recce and we'll see what happens. So whatever we do, we'll film, and maybe if I can get it all cut and created, we might show it this time next week. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, as you know, this is Ghost 22, and it's all about our outlook onto the paranormal. And the paranormal comes in multiples of forms, by the way. It doesn't just come in ghosts and spirits, right? It comes in up there too. I mean, we're fixated on the paranormal as in ghosts and spirits because we want that big question answered, don't we? We want that. What happens when we die? Are ghosts real? Are spirits real? What's the difference between the two? There's a million, zillion skeptics out there. Great. Skepticism is healthy. Cynics, the cynicism of people makes me laugh at times as well. Because, I've sat down with so-called intelligent people who are extreme cynics, and they go, ghosts don't exist. When you die, it just goes black and that's it. And I go, okay. How do you know? How do you know? How did you do it? How do you know? I love asking that question because they go, well, you do. No, that's a statement. How did you? The question is, how do you know it just goes black and that's the end of it? How do you know that? Because if you can prove that to me, I'll stop everything I do. And of course, they can't. However, we can because we go out looking for concrete evidence of spirit and concrete evidence of ghosts and the difference between the two, of course. And, the concept of energy doesn't dissipate, it just changes form. Okay, so we are energy, and we just, our inner selves, our soul is energy, and it connects with the one energy, and we carry on forward. Let's have a read of what everybody's saying in the chat room. It's thrown it down most of the day, and you're about 5 miles away from me. Yep. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, indeed. If you have joined us tonight on YouTube, please hit that like button and please don't forget to share the show. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the show because then you will never miss another event. Okay, because you'll be sent messages out there and go, hey, Paul's on in a minute. So subscribe to the show, but don't forget to hit that like button. It's really important to the show. It's really important to me. We have to get the numbers up over 1,000 for YouTube. And we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. But please, 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 please invite your friends, invite your family, and especially your groups to come and be a part of our show. Because what we do really does affect everybody. It affects everyone. Okay, let's look at the principles of the differences. Number one, people who don't believe but are inquisitive. Great. You join the show, you've got questions, and I love questions, by the way. You've got the people who do believe but would like to see more evidence. Fantastic, that's what we're doing. And you've got the people who are absolutely, totally and utterly believers and still want more evidence, and we're in those fields as well. Tanya says it's sunny in Seattle. You lucky person. Just hit the like button and share it, says Lisa. Lisa, thank you very much. Amanda, I'll definitely see you somewhere, says Maria. Love and prayers to all of the flooded. Yes, indeed, Tanya. And listen, I'm pretty confident. So what I want to do is I want teams around the globe. So if you're into what we do, right? Now listen up, listen up. If you're into what we do, I am more than willing to help you put a team together under the Paraghost brand. So what you'll do is you'll say, right, I'm going to put a team together. It can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. It can be 20 people if you want. It's up to you. And what I'll do is I'll do a seminar for your team and teach you about paranormal investigations and how to do it safely and the technology and the techniques involved. In fact, you can put a ghost hunting team or paranormal investigations team with nothing more than just a cell phone and a torch, right? You can do it just with that. You've got everything in a cell phone or a smartphone these days that pretty much does most of what you need. It's got lights, it's got video, it's got photographic, and it's got EVP or electronic voice phenomena. So you can do it with just that. You'd be silly to do it with just that, but it can be done. Okay. The reason I say it's silly is because when you're using all of those different sort of apps on your cell phone or your mobile phone or your smartphone, it does eat the battery quite a bit. So you'd be best having a torch to do its job, an EVP or an electronic digital recorder, which are $20 these days, and let it do its job. And then you can introduce the technology as you go. But there are a vast amount of different techniques that you can use that have nothing to do with technology and therefore can't be faked. And I will teach you all of those as well. But more importantly, and most importantly, I will teach you the rules of it and how to do it safely. So if you want to start a paranormal investigation team in your part of the world or your part of the United States, I'm happy to help you. Right, where are we? Can't share to usual friend. She's just lost her actually to dementia. I'm so sorry, Julia. So very, very sorry to that. That is probably the worst because when we lose a family member, when a family member passes, right, we understand the passing, we accept the passing, and then we have to deal with the mourning. When somebody's going through dementia, a person dies every single day. And you know what? I can't imagine anything worse. It'd just be, oh. Lisa says, that would be cool. I'm going to see if I can get a team. Go for it, Lisa. I'll help you put everything together. You can even have the merchandise with all of the paranormal, the Paraghost stuff on it. We'll get that sorted for you in the United States, and I'll teach you guys how to do it. What is K2? Well, K2 is a meter, and in fact, K2 was invented actually for technology. Okay, what a K2 meter is, a lot of people who would be working in the electronics or the electrics field, they would go up to the walls with a K2 meter, and they'd go along, and the K2 meter would acknowledge or recognize energy in the wall, so that could give you an idea where say, for example, electronics were breaking down. They're giving off a signal, and the K2 meter would pick that up. So, but what the K2 meter will also do is pick up energy fields. When you're nowhere near electronics and you're picking up energy fields with the K2 meter, you're picking up what is recognized as spiritual energy. That's what a K2 meter is, and they're an essential part of a paranormal investigation team. Okay, he's had it a few years. Heart and prayers go out. Just amazing that the people that look after people with dementia have my absolute support and heart and prayers and angels. I can't imagine doing that every single day. I watched my dad in fact, I watched my wife disappear in front of my eyes, going from a healthy, fast, motivated, highly motivated businesswoman to a woman who couldn't even see me 4 inches in front of her. But thank God, thank the amazing surgeons, she's come back. But somebody who's disappearing on a daily basis and can't even remember who they are, oh my gosh, serious. Carol Amerio, welcome to the show. Good to see you. It's really, really good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And once again, if you have just joined us, ladies and gentlemen of the world, please hit that like button. If you have already hit that like button, thank you so much. You don't have to do it again. Just hit it once to make sure that it has come on, because if you hit it again, you switch it back off again. So that was my fault, by the way. I was telling you all to smash that like button. So you were going on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. That was my fault. I'm an idiot. Okay. So you hit it once and you have to leave it. Okay. So then just leave it alone from there. Right. So good question, Amanda, by the way. Thank you so much for that fantastic question. Another question I got asked, and another question I got a text message about a little bit earlier, was EVP. What does it stand for? EVP stands for electronic voice phenomena. Okay, that's what that means. Now, if you do watch paranormal investigators on certain shows on TV, they will have a little digital recorder, which you can pick up of eBay, for an example, or here in the UK we have a big company called Argos. We have Curry's. We have any electronic digital outlet will usually have a dictaphone or a digital dictaphone, and get the ones with the better microphones and the more space, okay, because you could be using it a lot. And if you do capture something, of course you want to keep it. You don't want to erase it. You want to bring it back, download it to your computer, and then clear the memory bank. But you can pick them up, and good quality ones for us here in the UK for as little as 15, 14 pounds. And that's brand spanking new, by the way. So it is a good piece of arsenal to have at your disposal. That being said, if you look at your mobile phone, a cell phone in the United States, there is a part of that cell phone to record. Okay, so record audio, which will do the same sort of thing. Not as good as a dictaphone, but it will do it nonetheless. All right. So EVP, electronic voice phenomena. So what will happen is you'll stand there, you'll put it under record, you'll ask a series of questions. So for example, you just say, hi, my name is Paul. I'm here to greet you today, and thank you very much for letting me be in your home. I wondered if you'd be so kind as to come and talk to me. Then shut up. Okay. A lot of people, which I've watched on TV, don't shut up. They just carry on yapping. So it's kind of if you're going to have a conversation with a spirit energy that whose home or whose building you're in, ask the question, then shut up. Okay, and stand quiet for what you would think be good, a long enough time for somebody to answer. Okay, and then ask your next question. But one of my rules is you must treat the place with respect and the energy you're trying to encounter with absolute respect. And I've noticed a lot of these paranormal investigation teams taunt and push and are belligerent towards them and ignorant towards them. Our spirit family and friends who've crossed ahead of us are not performing monkeys. Don't treat them as such. Okay. Because if I was in spirit and somebody was trying to get through to me and they went, right, speak into this microphone now, I'd probably most likely, I'd either do either of two things. Either number one, I wouldn't do anything at all, or number two, I'd scare the living crap out of them. I'd probably go down that route. So, yeah, the constant rambling does, it annoys me. If you're going to ask a question, shut up and let them answer. Okay. I've watched a lot of these so-called. This is going to make me sound like I'm kind of like on one tonight, but I'm not. Trust me. But I've watched these mediums, and they go, right, okay, I'm getting this energy. Do you? And this name is coming through. Would you understand? No, and the person's going, uh, would you understand? Shut up. Let them answer. That's called communication. Remember, you're the medium. You're in between the two. Okay. Spirit tells you something. You tell it. You wait for a response. Well, you don't have to tell spirit. People say to me, "Oh, can you tell them this?" And I say, "I don't speak ghost. They can understand you." So Maria says that drives me crazy. They need time and energy to reply. That's a really good point, Maria. Absolutely spot on, correct, by the way. Okay. We're heading rapidly towards a big Mexican festival. Am I correct, Maria? Please put me right. It's the I don't know if I pronounce this correctly. Dia de Muertos. Dia de Muertos. Correct me, please. I know I'm probably slightly correct and mostly off, but please do me correct me. But the Mexicans know how to really, they really know how to celebrate All Souls Day or or Halloween. Americans do it really in a fun way as well. The UK has to catch up. We're zillion miles behind. But when the last 2 or 3 times that I was in America on Halloween, I had a ball. Absolutely. Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Yes. But the thing about it is, as much as they're all out there singing and dancing, they're carrying skulls and skeletons, and you think, okay, look, like part of me thinks, is this supposed to be fun or scary? A bit of both, I'm guessing. Anyway, welcome to tonight's show, Ghost 22. I'm assuming Maya might actually join me shortly. It is something that I really, really want to do. I really want to encourage more younger people to come and join us, all us fogies. And your house is all skulls, Maria. I'd love to see. Try and take some pictures and share them with us. I'd love to see that. Tanya says beautiful celebrations. Tanya, and if you're in the United States, I know you are. So you guys are way ahead of us anyway. So the only time that we have a ball is the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes Day, when we can let off all the fireworks. So I want to encourage more younger people. I know Dawn's daughters are kind of come along, and Maya will be coming along, and possibly one of Maya's friends as well. So we'll have a little group of youngies, sort of 16, 17, 18-year-old teenagers. Amanda has my skulls in her window. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? I used to love that when I lived in Spain. The whole family goes to the graves with flowers and feasts. In Ireland, we do that. Okay, we have, and there's no beautiful, magnificent name for it in Ireland, but we just call it Graveyard Sunday. It's called Graveyard Sunday. Okay, and what happens is, at the cemeteries in Ireland, there's usually an altar or a place where the priest will celebrate mass. At which point, all of the families go and they spend the day in the afternoon there and they converse. And it is a nice thing, actually. But in Mexico, I don't know about America, but in Mexico and España, they take it to another level, which I love, absolutely love. So As you guys know, the format of the show is I will share different things with you, and you guys, not me, you guys get to decide whether it's real or it's fake. Alrighty? Whether it's real or whether it's fake. And I'm going to be coming up with some pictures momentarily to start off the night. We always start off the night with pictures, photographs, and we will we'll go through the photographs and you guys tell me whether you think it's real or it's fake. And we'll be there right after this advert. Hey, 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 welcome back. And we've been, Bex has joined us. Hello, Bex. And Denise, you've just joined us just in time. We're about to do, Bex says, I love the real fake photographs. So let's get to it, says Tanya. Let's get on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. So, what we do tonight was we are, boing. Ghost 22. What a name, Mr. Bob. Here we go. Welcome to Ghost 22. And tonight we are going to be going through, and I just need to bring up my notes because my notes are important. Because otherwise, I have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. Because I do all the research and then I'll put all the notes down so that I kind of look like I know what I'm talking about in front of you guys. So here we go. Tonight's Ghost 22's pictures. Now, the very first picture tonight is this. It's a two-parter, okay? It is actually, and let me just get the information so you guys can understand. It's actually called Pet Cam. Victoria Hepworth, who's 35, and her fiance Joe are convinced a ghost may have been in their home. They were babysitting Hepworth's sister's dog, who literally ran away from the what was going on in the room. Now, if you look, there's actually two pictures. Picture one is on the left. Picture two is on the right. The spectre appeared to have clearly defined head and shoulders, which cast a shadow on the wall. Kiwi, the dog, didn't bark, but ran out the back door whimpering, Mr. Hepworth admitted. She slept most of the night in her bed, but she was obviously running away. Stranger still, this wasn't the first time a family pet has been spooked by an unexplained activity in the 135-year-old home. Last year, when they were moving into the space, their young nephew had a puppy and who had a strange reaction to something the adults couldn't even see. I remember on the day we moved in, our nephew, who was 2 years old at the time, and their family puppy was sitting about halfway up the stairs when both of them burst into tears at exactly the same time. That's the child and the puppy. So what made them bump into tears? Is this real or is it fake? What do you think? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Please forgive me. Tivazab or Zab. Can you do me a phonetic and how to spell your name, how to pronounce your name? But either way, welcome to the show. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Please hit that like button. It's really, really important. So a load of you are going down the fake route. Looks fake. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it real? Is it fake? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so what do you think, y'all? Is it real or is it fake? Right. Interesting. A lot of you, and don't forget, leave your comments below. Your comments can be fake, but if you're going to go fake, tell me why you think it's fake. So leave your comments below. Why? Don't just go fake. Go, I think it's fake because blah, blah, blah. So once again, it's not me to decide. It's up to you. You're the ones in charge here. I just do the research and I will tell you later on whether this was a real or a faked photograph. You tell me. In the meantime, you tell me if you think it's fake, say, yeah, I think it's fake because. Lisa says, my first reaction really is this is fake. Okay. Mary Jane, welcome to the show. Can Mary Jane, can you come off Facebook, please, darling, and come on to YouTube? Because so come out of Facebook, come across onto YouTube. Reason being is when people come in through Facebook, they always we always have people bouncing in behind them. My dear pal Roger gets it all the time, so it's the reason I moved away from Facebook. And my what was I going to say? It was Dawn. Yeah, it was Dawn. Dawn earlier on had something where Facebook interlude and stopped it because they said she was talking fake stuff. And it's AI. If AI doesn't believe what you're writing, it says it's fake and stops it, which is a little rubbish. So I came up with an analogy. Okay, so what's AI going to say about Goldilocks and Three Bears? It's fake. Well, actually, no, it's not fake. It's a story. It's a difference. Anyway, let's move on. Style, two different dates, fake. It's too defined in your faces, Carol. Um, Tanya says something isn't right. I'm going to go with fake. Maria says I think the two dates are just to show a reference point of what the room looks like. Julie Sharp says shadow on the wall. It's really blunt white. Jackie says on the 20th in the evening time and the 21st the next morning. So you go. There you go, Mary. Welcome to the show. And Lisa says, only because it looks solid, I think I see the shadow. Now I'm second guessing. That's the whole idea. You're second guessing yourself. That's the fun about it. That's what I love. I could censor it for a sunflower post. It's just, yeah, the whole thing is totally stupid. That's why I've moved away from Facebook, or face ache, as I like to call it. Right. So keep your thoughts and feedback coming in of what you think about this first picture. Could be fake. Well, it could be fake, Mary, but what if you're thinking it's fake? Why are you thinking it's fake? Let's put it that way. The MS is really tall. Well, yeah, but don't forget, Jax, it floats. It could float. And then that would give, so you're looking past the dog. So it could be floating. It's too high. So a few of you are going down, it's too high in the air, but ghosts don't need to stand on the floor, or spirits don't need to stand on the floor. You know what I mean? So doesn't like the feet are on the floor. If it did, the thing would be 10 foot tall. But then again, the Slender Man is somewhere is recognized to be somewhere between 8 and 10 foot tall. The Slender Man, and he's been spotted many, many, many times. I think it's real, says Dawn. If it was fake, the whole lot would be better than that. That's a good point. I think it's hanging from the ceiling, says Denise. So I'm going to go fake. Again, a good point. They go through wall. They go through wall. Yes, Mary, but you said it's fake. Why? Because they go through. No, Mary, I understand where your points are. You're absolutely right. They can spirits and energy can pass through solids as walls, for an example. Yes, indeed. But why do you think? Why do you think it's fake? Jackie's laughing her head off. I wish there was a video part to this. I think there was a video part to this, but in the show, I don't have a lot of time to go through finding all the videos. I do research videos a lot, A lot of the videos I wouldn't even bother putting on the screen because they're just so rubbish. Um, I thought the same thing was hanging from the ceiling. Good point, says Tanya. I wish you changed your name from Style and Grace to Tanya because I got to remember it's Tanya. And there's a shadow. Yeah, it's too dense, as Carol. Like you said, it could be. It didn't say it was a reflection. Somebody else did. Sometimes they walk on the old floor, and maybe the level has changed to it. Dawn, you're getting a wee bit super technical here. It is a 135-year-old house. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen of the world. Okay. So there you go. That's number one. That's number one. We're going. Well, don't worry. We will come back to them again. Slide number two tonight. What do you think? Kaboom! It's literally called "Ghost Girl by the Tree." Ghost Girl, but of course it's tricky, Mary. Come on, the whole idea is not to just layer it out to you. It's the whole idea is to give you the evidence, and you tell me whether you think it's real and why you think it's real, or whether you think it's fake and why you think it's fake. That's the whole idea. So I deliberately select ones that go, hmm. So that's why I deliberately select photographs for that reason. The big thing at the moment, ladies and gentlemen of the world, and what our team will do as well, is a lot of teams are using Polaroids. The original, well, there's newer versions of the Polaroid where they take pictures in the moment and the Polaroid comes out in the moment. So a lot of it is coming back to that. So the Polaroid, we will definitely be looking at the Polaroid concept. So, Ghost by a Tree, do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Come on, you tell me. Let's have a look at it. The dress is in the right place. The flowers around the tree and the grass around the tree is showing up through the dress. The hair is shadowed over the trees, but it's making that little dark line where the hair is coming out at the back. Hmm. You tell me. Fake! This Tanya, and she actually shouted fake. No way. Too clear, looks enhanced. I actually love that reply. Well done. Let me just because I missed a few people while I was looking at myself. Um, Dawn says it's fake. It's too centered and too perfect. Mary thinks I think this is made up, so I'm gonna say assume. Yeah, okay, Mary? If you think it's fake, why do you think it? Don't just say I think it's made up. I think it's fake. Right? Okay, okay. We get the fact that you think it's fake, but why do you think it's fake? So how do I pronounce your name? Tizvab. Tizvazab. Obviously, I can't just go Tivzab. Come on, pronounce your name for me audibly. Write it out audibly so I can get so I don't disrespect you. And welcome again. What's the show? Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already hit that like button, please hit it now. Second one is real, says Denise. You can see right through her. Yes, that's what I was looking at. You can see through her hair and the dress. Okay. Maria's going fake. Okay, I don't mind if you go fake or you go real, but tell me why. Maria says, but it's beautiful. I like that. I like that. This one seems like it's superimposed, but it's really interesting, says Carol, because it's if it is fake, for an example, it's really bloody good. But it is so good, it could be real because the background of the here's my thinking: the trunk and the trees and the grass are all in scope. They're all in scope of a camera. So if a photographer is taking a picture, he's using the tree trunk and the scope of the branches and that as the canvas. They're all in focus. The only thing that's not in focus is the spirit, which would be the case. So, hmm. Julie Sharp's going for no way. This is real. Why do you think it's real, Jules? Top half looks solid and the bottom half looks opaque. What are you talking about, Lynn? The picture or the spirit? I learned to change picture when took a top. I learned to change picture when we took the top layer off negative. I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna assume you are clearly a photography scholar because I have absolutely no clue what you're talking about. My dad was into photography, old school with film. I was kind of like the digital age. It looks real, but as Dawn said, it's too centered. Yeah, all right. I'm not going to sit here and try and argue with you. I'm going to take your point of view and share it with the world. Amanda's going, it's real. Listen to me. Expert. Shut your yap. This is real. But she doesn't tell me why. Angela Barrison's going for real too. Once again, tell me why. Lisa says it's fake. I think it's fake. And I think the shadows are too planned, but not well enough. So it looks more than one kind of lighting. Oh, you little photographer, you. Barry, you git. Why did you say it was you? Hello, mate. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Hey, listen, Barry, the team has started. We've had the team has started. Okay. We actually go out tomorrow night. Get your butt together. Barry, great to see you. Barry, it's so good to see you. Put your damn name up properly. Mary says you can play around with the picture and put in the picture if you want. Okay, I'm assuming that's called superimposing. There are faces in the skirt. Oh, okay, that's called matrixing, Amanda, my darling. If you have a whole pile of shapes in front of you, your brain will try and see something it wants to recognize in it, and that's called matrixing. Julia Evans is also going for real on this particular one, but why, Jules? Why do you think it's real? I'm glad you think it's real. Tell me why. um, this this will be real, though it looks rather fake. All right, you political person, Lynn. Go left or right, not down the middle. I'm all feels and there's no reasoning, says Maria. Oh, interesting. Denise is going, now she can see a man's face in it as well. Well, if you really, really want to go down the route, you could then look at the bottom. You can see a Teletubby. If you really, really want to look to it. Okay. I feel more from the tree. It feels powerful and strong, says Maria. Okay. I love the way you've done Maria. I learned this in a photography course. Wacky Jackie says the lighting is different on the person to the background. I can see the girl when this is in the sun, but I don't feel that it's sunny around the tree. But it's a spirit, Jackie. Okay, it's the aperture and the digitalization of the camera that's captured it. So it's not as if the spirit is standing there and the sun is on it. It's a spirit. But I can see your point of view. Well done. Julie says, because I've seen solid spirits and even spoken to them, but I didn't realize they were spirit until the people tell me to talk to myself. Oh my gosh. I understood what you meant, Jax. Don't worry about that. Julia is too cool. Thank you, Paul. Brilliant. Brilliant to be here with you. It's great to have you back, Baz. Come on, mate. Great to be back. Come and be part of the team. At the minute, I'm the only bloke on the team. I need some male input and help. Lynn says, I would say this is real Teletubby. Oh, gosh, here we go. Carol Fitzgerald Horton. Why are you on Facebook? Come off of Facebook, Carol. Come on to YouTube. Come on, my darling. It's far more stable and far more safe. and you are less likely to get some spam get trying to con you. So come out of Facebook, please, my darling Carol, and come across onto YouTube. And make sure, if you haven't already, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the show, please subscribe to the show and share the show. Subscribe and share. And equally as important, if you haven't already liked, please like the show. Thank you so very, very much. I can see two balls. Oh, she's bringing it down again. Tegan is coming tomorrow. I told her that Amanda's coming. Poor Tegan. Right, here we go. Next one. Boom. What do you get about this one? Let me tell you the backstory. And this is, I'm reading this verbatim, by the way, okay? So this is verbatim. This is coming from the backstory. You tell me if it's real, you tell me what it's fake. The day was just like any other day. And I was typically never to go downstairs at night after my back surgery. I needed to use the bathroom, so I had to go down the stairs to use the downstairs bathroom. After using the bathroom, I came out and I noticed that someone had been crouched down. Thinking it was one of the kids, I asked, "What are you doing?" After asking, that strange figure stood up and walked. I felt frozen. Seeing the figure standing up, I noticed he was the size of a grown man. I was frozen solid, finally able to move. I was able to scoot past it. You see him scooting past it in the picture. This is when it started copying my movement. Finally getting upstairs, I told my girlfriend that there's something downstairs, and she told me she thought she was just hallucinating because of pain. So this is a real camera, and you're capturing a real person, or is it real? You tell me. Well, everybody's just going, real. Come on, Julie Sharp. Why do you think it's real? Uh, wow. I think that's real. Why? Tell me. Amanda goes, that seems real. Why? Because there's a red circle around it? You think it's real because there's a red circle around it? He's changed it. Look, he's changed it to Barry Hendricks. Baza, my man. Seems legit. Mimicking, spirit mimicking. Yeah, seems legit. And there's a shadow. If you look past it on the wall, yeah. That shadow could be the man, but could be also the spirit. Hey, you tell me. You tell me if it's real or if it's not real. It's real, Sister Denise. I can see his boots, legs, and it's see-through. Interesting. Tanya says, I can see right through it for one thing. That's kind of leaning it onto me. That's cool. I can make out figures when you zoom in, and there's a face at the top and at the bottom. You see, I can't zoom in because it's on the screen in the software that allows me to talk to you guys. So it's all down to you guys. You tell me whether it's real or whether it's not. Male spirit wanted to make sure you're safe going down the stairs. What a good point of view, Maria. And since it was all good and you're already awake, why not have a little bit of fun? I tell you what, if I walked downstairs and I saw somebody hunched over and I thought it was one of the kids, and I went, "What are you doing?" Hunched over, and then it stood up, be the size of a man, backache or no backache. Linford Christie up those stairs and straight into bed. I would do the half-minute mile, especially when it stands up and it goes from hunched over like a little kid, standing up and be a fully, full-sized man looking at you. Different if you're a paranormal investigator, though. I want to see it goes boom, ah, woof. Which is what I'm seeing in a lot of these shows. I just don't get it. I say to Johanna a lot. I go, "What the hell? Why are they screaming? They're going on paranormal investigations, so they connect with a spirit, and then they scream and run. I don't get it. If you don't want to connect with a spirit, why are you on an investigation? I don't get it. What happened to take the picture? It was a security camera in the house, Carol. Security camera watching, and they were just following it back. And as they still framed it, they realized because he said, "Listen, I'm seeing this," so they went on to the security cam, and this is what they picked up. Or did they? You tell me. I'm not telling you. You tell me. Looks like it's touching his arm too, says Mary. I'm going to go for this is real, says Dawn Hatton. But once again, Dawn, you haven't told me why it's real. I watched a ghost hunt today and they ran out of the house. Why would it be hunched over like that, says Tanya? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why would it be hunched over like that? I always say, if I'm running, it means the police are chasing me. You do a lot of running, Dawn. Just saying. Angie Barson says, I think it's real as you can see his arms and legs and trying to help him downstairs. Good point. That is a good point, actually, brought on Barbara Maria. So just moving from Paul Francis presenter to Paul Francis teacher, what would you think that energy is then if you think it's helping that gentleman back up the stairs? There's a big one to ask there. Not sure if it's supposed to be behind or in front. But that's probably part of at least. I think it's you know because cameras need something solid to focus on. They most likely were focused on the man. But I notice that now. Here's another thing. In several pictures where we've actually found, and I'm talking about in shows gone by, in several pictures where we have found that the spirit was real, a lot of the background was in focus. So this camera was clearly finding it difficult to focus. Okay. Because a security camera is usually fixed in one specific point, and that would be like the back wall. So anything that walks in front of it, automatically comes into focus. But in this occasion, if you look all around the picture, even the closest point, which is the door here to the right-hand side, none of it's in focus. So there you go. People are going, yeah, it's walking with him. Maybe it's mother. But then again, if you read what I've said out, that it's the spirit stood up and it was a man. So there you go. It was a man walking with him. I don't get the hunched over bit. I don't get the hunched over bit to either. But maybe if okay, and this is just hey, this is just me. I'm saying this. I haven't read it. You've heard everything that I researched. Okay, but if this was me and I was, say, for an example, visiting my daughter's house and I was spirit, I maybe wouldn't want to scare the living life out of her, so I'd probably hunch down, hoping that you don't see me. That could be a point of view. I'm not saying that is the point of view. I'm just saying that could be a point of view. Lynn, it's not his mother because the man said it was a man that stood up in front of him. So could be his dad though. Looks like a nun or a nurse, even though it's a man. There we go. He's probably got a hunchback. Amanda, when we go back upstairs, all ailments go. We don't have hunchbacks anymore, or twisted limbs, or lost eyesight, or no teeth, or all that. We get it all back. It's his grandfather, says Maria. Could well be. It could very well be. Who knows? Right, you ready for the next one? Let's move on. Kaboom. Check that one out. Now, here is the whole thing. I actually got this from the Sun newspaper. Is this most haunted, as in most haunted, is this most haunted's only ever capture of a spirit? When someone hunches over, they become less threatening. That's a good point, Baz. That's a really good point. So there you go. Is this, as in most haunted, the TV show with Derek Okora, who was a good pal of mine? Is this the one and only time they actually captured a spirit? What is your thoughts? A little Bigfoot. I'm gonna have to do this because I'm not allowed to advertise. Julie says you can't see anything. Look in the middle of the circle, Jules. Look right in the center of the circle. Well, actually, the spirit, part of the spirit is actually outside the circle. If you look under the archway and focus on the archway rather than the circle, you'll actually capture, or you'll be able to see what they think is. What do you think? So what do you think? What do you think? Is it real? Did Most Haunted capture a spirit energy, or is this another fake? Where was this taken? It didn't say, Denise. It was on one of their TV shows. You see, the thing about it was what the reason when I was researching pictures, it came up and it said, "Is this the only time Most Haunted captured a um, spirit energy?" But it didn't say where. So I can't say where it was, but I just took the picture down and took the Most Haunted capture, and I thought, oh, okay, that's interesting. Yes, I think so. Mind you, I can't see its feet. Well, that's because it's probably been downstairs. So there's steps there. Carol says it looks real. The figure's blurred like the rest of the picture. Tanya's going, bah, don't. Angela says, I remember watching this episode. So do you think it's real or not? Yes, but it was what they call stone tape. It was on fire. Like my hair was caught fire. So what do you think this is? Do you think this is a real picture or a fake picture? And if you think it's real, tell me why. If you think it's fake, tell me why. If you think it's Shrek, Dawn, tell me why. I can make it out more now. I see its arms and legs, says Amanda. If you zoom in, it reminds me of the Grinch with with a large belly. It's 100% a figure, but I think might be part of the camera crew or something. Oh, good point. Maria's going, it's donkey, isn't it? And in the morning, I'm making waffles. So y'all going to go through it all. So let's go right back to the beginning, and we'll go right through the whole shebang one more time, just quickly, and then I will give you the reply. First and foremost, welcome to the show. This is Ghost 22, and I'm your host, Paul Francis. And we are doing our fake or real section of the show. If you haven't seen the show before, I show you a series of photographs. You tell me whether these pictures are real or fake. And if you think they're real, tell me why. If you think they're fake, tell me why. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like the show and share it with your friends and family. Invite everybody to come and join us every Monday night at 8 p.m. for Ghost 22. We're looking forward to being here in the many months and weeks ahead. Now, there's something else that I need to really ask you at this moment, which is this. Pretty much everybody in the world these days has a cell phone or a smartphone of some description. Usually 99.9% of them can take photographs or video footage. Have you captured something that's out of the ordinary? Have you captured a spirit entity or an orb, or you may have picked up a voice or sound that's like, what the heck is that? And if you have, I want to hear from you. I want to feature your capture on our show. Okay? Ghost stories. Let me know your ghost story. Send me the footage, the EVP, send me the pictures. Contact me on Paul at paulfrancis111.com and send me your information which you have captured, and we will feature it on the show. Get on with it. Let's get you into next week's show. So, tonight's capture one, is that real? It is the same venue in two separate shots. Shot one, shot two. In fact, shot two should be first, then shot one, because shot one is actually after shot two. But to show that everything there is in, in reality. The property itself is 135 years old. It was taken on a camera designed to look out for pets, pet cam, hence the name of the top of the picture, pet cam. So the pet itself done a runner whilst this particular energy was videoed or captured by a particular camera at the time. What is your thinking? Is it real? If so, why is it real? Is it fake? If so, why is it fake? Share it with me. Leave your comments below. I love to read them. Let us know. So picture number dos. Listen, Maria, I have pics to share with you. Let me see them, Maria. I want to see them. Send them to me. We'll get you on the show and we'll talk about where you were, how you did it, and where your capture was. We want to see them. Come on, get them to me. So number two, a beautiful picture taken by a photographer of life still. And in life still, he captured something that wasn't there while he took the photograph. Or did he? So if you think this is a real picture taken by a photographer who was out to do a still life capture of the trees and the bushes and life in general, and he caught something that wasn't there into his visual eyes, but the digital camera was able to enhance, or do you think it's just faked? You tell me. Leave your comments below. If it's real, why is it real? Why do you think it's real? If it's fake, why do you think it's been faked? Okay? No one on this show or no one in our audience around the globe will take the mickey out of you. Okay? That's something I can guarantee, because we are in this together. We want to find evidence together. But you know what? Nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun. Number tres. We have a gentleman who got up in the middle of the night and had to go down the stairs to use the bathroom. And as he was going to use the bathroom, he saw something hunched over. So he thought it was one of his kids. He said, "Hey, get." Number one, why are you out of bed? Number two, why are you doing hunched over? Said hunched object then stood up, and it went from being as small as a child to a full-sized man. At which point, the camera or security camera in the house went, dunk, I'm having some of that. And you have the results in front of you. If you think it's real, tell me why you think it's real. If you think it's fake, tell me why you think it's fake. Leave your comments below. And finally, is this the only time that most haunted were able to capture a real life spirit on their camera systems? This is the words taken directly from the Sun newspaper, not mine. Okay, please do not try to sue me, as I was deny everything. I captured this from a website owned up by the Sun newspaper, who said, "Is this the only time that most haunted was able to capture a real life spirit energy?" If you think this is the case, then tell me why you think it is the case. If you think it's faked, tell me why you think it's fake. Tell me why you think it's fake. So Baz is going fake, fake, real fake. Fake, fake, real fake. So, right, leaving your comments below. I'll be right back after this advert and I will tell you which is real, which is fake. Oh, music is so cool. Welcome back to the show. We are about to reveal what is real and what is fake. First picture you were shown tonight was this. Baz says to me, that's a fake bow. Baz is in Scottish, by the way. Carol says, that's a fake. Lynn says, it's fake. Dawn says, it's fake. All of you are going, it's fake. Actually, it's real. This is a real capture. The energy was captured by camera, and it is actually in footage. You see the dog going whoosh. And in the same property, which was 135 years old, by the way, it has happened more than once and to more than one animal, including a little 2-year-old boy who, after seeing an apparition in the staircase of the same property, broke down in tears. This is real. Number 2. Now, there are most captures of ghosts have been caught by accident, not setting out to take, they were setting out to take a beautiful picture of a beautiful landscape, a gorgeous shaped tree with some beautiful leaves on trees, a beautiful blue background, and the trees and the flowers in the meadows, and thought, what a beautiful shot, only to capture a spirit. It's fake. What a delivery. You were going, oh my God, is it real? No, that is actually superimposed digital fakery. Bloody well done, mind, I thought as well. So that's a fake. Number 3. Le tres. Unos, dos, tres. Number 3. Gentleman with a severe back who'd just gone through an operation, was under a lot of medication, went to use the bathroom, and the capture was of this that he'd seen manifest in front of him, from a little tiny hunched over, looked like a child, to a fully grown man. However, they didn't feel negativity. So everybody who's gone, that could be a family member who's trying to help him, navigate the staircase. You're absolutely spot on correct. This is real. This is an actual capture of an energy which could very, very well be a family member. So, all of you paranormal teams listening to me in the United States, not everything that goes bump in the night is evil, dark, or bad spirits, and this and that, and demons and this. It could be dad turning up to make sure his son gets up the stairs. That's real. Finally, did most haunted capture an actual spirit on camera? Did they? Did they? Yes, they did. This is an actual capture. It is a spirit energy, and it is thought to be of one of the lords of the castle. Okay, it is available to you on all the most haunted captures. If you go through it all, you'll be able to find it. If you go onto the Sun newspaper and go, did most haunted capture, it'll tell you all about it. But this is a real. So only one tonight, one fake tonight, which was this one, which is probably the most beautiful picture of them all. Woo! I do hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Now, tonight I'm going to share with you, where are we for time? We're okay for time. Tonight I'm going to share with you a two-part video, okay? So part 1, let me just screen share this one. Part one is this one here. So get ready, sit back, and enjoy
Because
this.
another day, not long after sunset, the eerie activity in the apartment starts up once again. Now, Kama is a bit scared, but once again, he takes out his phone to try to record proof of the creepy activity in his apartment. What happens next is truly creepy.
So we got the door open. A lot of spirits tend to do that to get your attention. They open the doors. Well, watch the floor. So he's clearly petrified. So this is not faked. This is real. You can tell by his breathing. His breathing is going super quick, and he's breathing at a high entity, which means like that, which is indicative of somebody being frightened. Someone who's not frightened will breathe in a lower definition, like a down there. Watch the floor. Boom. That was it. He's had enough. He's had enough.
Are
I
you
think it
looking
made
for
him.
Thomas Lackland? Well, that's your search. I just
Oh, Jackie, you nut job. Thank you so much. Now, that was video number one. We'll discuss it momentarily. We'll discuss that momentarily as we go through that. So I'm going to bring into video number two pretty much straight away because we're a bit short on time. But video number two, I can tell you, it's a little compilation, okay? And I can tell you it's all real. Now, how do I know it's all real? Because I was one of the ones who were videoing it. It was a paranormal investigation that I undertook in the Bait Inn in Macclesfield, and it is renowned as the third most haunted pub in the whole of the UK. All of this, none of it's trickery, all of it's real. Enjoy. Give me 1 second so I can present it to y'all. There we go. Oh, by the way, I wrote the music. Just in case YouTube are going, who's this music? Mine. I wrote it. All of this, all of this is real. Watch this one very, very carefully, ladies and gentlemen. You notice it's leaving a trail behind it? Oh, there's a serious amount of activity there, Carol. spent the entire evening there, and in fact, I spent the entire day there. All of this here, some of this here was actually filmed during the day. It wasn't even at night. By the way, this is pre-goatee.
What's that? Help me.
There we go. Now, that is actually 50% of that particular show. What I'm going to do with you right now is down in the comments box, I'm going to provide you a link to the full video footage that's just coming up in the comments box right now. And you can click that link and it will take you to, you can watch the entire section, which is just over 10 minutes long, but it is snippets of what happened during the day and during the night. None of that is fake. None of it is set up. None of it is, put on for camera. It was all captured live in real time. And we had an amazing night there. One of the gentlemen, in fact, one of the gentlemen you saw standing just slightly to the right, who had a walking stick, he was actually a police officer. So none of it was faked. It was all real. Okay. And we will be looking forward to presenting more events like that during the shows and the weeks and months ahead, especially with Paraghost now underway. Once again, if you are really interested in putting a team together, but you're not in the Southwest, not a problem. You go ahead and put a team together, and then I will train you. I will train you how to do it right. We will supply you with all of the kit that you need, the t-shirts, the jackets, the hats, and even the equipment should you need it. But I will train you how to do paranormal investigation properly, and I will teach you how to do it right, and so that you get decent and great results. It is something that the world wants to see. Okay, it is something that the world really, really needs to know. Okay, no matter where you are, from what culture, what background you are in, every person has this question in their mind and in their hearts. What happens to us after physical death? Okay, for all of those cynics out there in the world, hey, you have every right to be cynical, but do us a favor, will you? Keep it to yourself. Okay, there's no blackness and there's no end of what a really distraught way of thinking the end of play is. And bearing in mind, when you think like that, you're also thinking that for all of the people in your family and all the ancestors who've gone ahead of you. What a very dim outlook in life. Anyway, it's up to you. Everything is up to you. If it's to be, it's up to me. Thank you so much for being a part of Ghost 22 tonight. I do hope you've enjoyed the show. Once again, if you have captured pictures, videos, EVPs, or footage, or anything of that nature, and even not just spirits and ghosts and orbs, if you manage to capture UFOs, I would love to see it. And I would love to feature it in Ghost Stories, which will be the new segment on Ghost 22. Ghost Stories are your ghost stories, not mine. I'll share you mine. You will see more footage like that, and footage that we used to take in our studio, which was just mind-boggling. Okay, so if you are in the Southwest and you want to be part of Ghost 22, give me a call, private message me, and I will stick quickly up my email. There you go, coming across the bottom of the screen as we speak. Ba-boom. Email me, message me on Facebook, and become a member. We have now got a Facebook group, which is private. You won't be able to get into it unless you are accepted by one of the admin. So we're doing that to keep everybody in there safe. And I want to say safe, I'm talking about safe from scammers, okay? Everybody in there is in there for a reason. They want to have a bit of fun. They want to do it with a group of like-minded people, and we have a bit of a giggle, as well as do some research that will help mankind somewhere along the line. But we're going to do it properly, and we're going to do it with respect. Thank you once again. Contact me as soon as possible. Jackie, up there in London, you must be able to put a team together. And I'll tell you what, you would probably end up being the busiest. Okay. And I would love to come up there and, bring some of the team from the Southwest up there and we'll have a bit of a ball, have a weekend of it. Anyway, listen, contact me if you want to start a team in your area, be it the UK, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Germany, Italy, France, Spain, wherever, America especially, and put a team together and I will train you to do it properly. Okay. And until I see you again, take time out each day just for yourself. Switch the world off. Sit out in nature and allow nature to envelop its amazing energy around you. Switch your phone off and take at least 15 minutes out of every day just for yourself. Communicate, appreciate, and validate everyone in your life so a medium like myself never has to do it for you. And I will see you here again on Thursday night at 8 p.m. for Reach Across Live. Okay? But if you are in the Southwest and you want to be part of Power Ghost, we're going out tomorrow. So come out and join us tomorrow night live. You need to contact us to tell us where, when, and how. Do you know why? Because I have no clue. They haven't told me yet. They're just going to say, show up here, and we'll take it from there. Good night. God bless.